This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
I think in the world, if you've made it, there's been you've got your own range of something. That's when you know you're at the top of the tree in any industry.
When you're a spokesmodel for a brand.
And also, I think you've really made it when you have accessories.
Yes. I'm disappointed about this, though, because I don't want to cover up his beautiful eyes.
Oh, he's a very handsome man, and we're talking to Australian cricket captain Pat Cummins. Good morning to you, Pat.
Very good morning.
Hey,
Hey,
Pat.
Pat.
So you've got your own range of GIMP masks.
Is that what we're talking about here? Carrera Sunnies is what we're talking about, your own range, but you've really hit the high note now, my friend.
I know. As you said, I think that's that's when you've made it. Must be. So, mate, very excited. New range of sunnies and opticals.
All right. So, what happened? Did they send you some blank paper, and you just got a pencil and then drew what you thought would be some good sunglasses? Like when Homer gets a design a car.
Oh, that one.
That's it. I went on Microsoft Paint. I did a couple of sketches for them. They liked what they saw.
It's just a series of clip art put together.
Yeah.
I got to say, Pat, it's good to be involved with Carrera because some of your teammates are wearing some pretty ordinary stuff, and I'll just throw it out there. You don't have to name the brand. We won't say the brand of Adam Zampa, but I hate the sunnies he's getting on with these days.
Well, yeah, Zamps he thinks he's quite a stylish man. But yeah, most of us go for probably function over. Well, I don't really know what kind of purpose they serve, really.
The speed dealer look, that's what he's got.
Exactly.
A mad bogan.
Remember the time it was probably, when would it have been? Would it have been late 90s, early 2000s? White sunglasses for men.
Yeah.
White sunglasses.
Yeah, I bought a pair.
Yeah, Shaun. But this isn't white sunglasses. Carrera is like that next level.
Top shelf.
Talk to me about walk me through with your words your sunglasses.
Yeah, definitely not white.
Okay.
So we've got a few different styles. But yeah, so Carrera, European based. The design team is over there in Italy. So we've done a selection together. It's been about 12 months in the making. But casual sunnies. There's a bit of flair on there. There's a little bit of gold on the side.
Some diamantes. Yeah.
Everyone should show off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the opticals are the kind of the shapes that I always wear. So kind of hard to describe sunglasses, but they're crackers.
That's pretty
Yeah, I'm sorry. No matter where you are in life, your station, what you're doing, like you of course kill it in your field, Pat. But like, does it give you a little thrill when that opportunity comes over and they want you to do sunglasses? That's cool.
Yeah, no, it is 100%. When did we first met Carrera about 2 years ago and spoke about how we could work with the design team, and I was like, that's awesome. I've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, getting on Zoom calls and kind of seeing your signature and working with them on.
Do they say by Pat Cummins on the side? Do they?
That's it, yeah. Pat Cummins selection and little signature. So it's a bit crazy.
Now everyone can fraud bank checks for you now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the same signature I use for bank check.
Well, Pat, I'm looking forward to the Summer of Cricket too coming up, of course. They always say it's a tough position, right? Being Australian captain is the number one rank in Australia, and then it's the Prime Minister, they always say. So when you're leading this team, the expectations are enormously high. How do you deal with those out in the community?
Look, I think it's part of the job. You just kind of got to live with it a little bit. It's also, on the flip side, it's pretty awesome that you got so many people watching and supporting. To try and think of that side of it more so than the kind of the pressure and critiquing side. But we've got a wonderful team at the moment. It's quite relatively stable. And it's a great bonus that we kind of keep each other in check. But it's more, big summers like this coming up, you get more excited rather than worried. Yeah.
Who's going to be your opening batsman? Who's going to fill that slot? Thoughts?
I reckon Uzi Khawaja will be one.
Yeah. What about the other one?
What's the other spot, mate?
Oh, I'm giving you one. That's enough.
Oh, come on, mate. He's been there for ages.
The other one next week.
We're pushing for Cam Bancroft, obviously.
Yeah, being West Australian.
Yeah, there's a few that are doing good things. We're still a couple of rounds of Shield, and Aussie A teams being announced, I think, today. So there'll be plenty of cricket. So whoever gets picked, they'll do it through a few runs, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Does the captain help pick?
Yeah, Pat, that's a really good question. Nathan, years ago, the captain had everything, and every decision
That's
was
the
pretty
captain's
much.
pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And Pat, it's still pretty strong. You get a really good say on who's in the team.
Oh, I get sounded out. I don't get a vote, so there's 3 selectors, and they're all very capable. But most of the time they'll, we'll chat through how I think I'd use them and any thoughts. Yeah. But no, they certainly make the final call. But if we win and it goes well, then obviously I say that I'll.
Yeah, of course you did. Well done.
Yeah. Well, we'd love Pat Bancroft to play. What if you rocked up to training today in Carrera sunglasses by
Pat Cummins?
Would that help?
Look, it can't hurt. It can't hurt. And if you buy 3 or 4 pairs, it really can't hurt.
Oh, why wouldn't you while you're there?
Well, of course.
You want to cover every occasion, Shaun.
Yeah, you certainly do. Yeah. It's such a big thing when we start a big series like we are about against India coming up. The scrutiny is going to be huge, but the fact that there's 1 billion people that are all into cricket on the other side of the world.
That's just 1 sunglasses per person?
That's
Do the math on that.
So, Pat, you're taking these sunnies. Can you buy them in India? Because if you sell them over there, mate, you know what's going to happen.
I know. Yeah, you can get these in India. Haven't launched a selection over there, but I did go and visit a few stores when we were there a few months ago. And, it does get busy sometimes.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And now that you've got your own sunglasses, everybody that you know is expecting a pair for free, including us.
Look, I think a 5% discount's very reasonable.
Piss off.
What's the code word? Code word tight ass. That's what I'm going to put in, Pat. Well, we can't wait for the summer of cricket led by you.
Yes.
We'd like to see your career arranged. You can get hold of that, everybody.
Yeah, and opening test here in Perth. So that's going to be good.
That's it.
All right.
Can't wait.
Mate.
It's going to be a cracker.
All right.
So when you are here in Perth, you can drop those just to our studio in Subiaco. That'd be terrific. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
That's it, yeah. Just send me a message and I'll make sure I definitely reply.
Up next, he's next to Sarah. He's got 3 pocket watches. He's going to bring them back, Shaun.
About time, Nathan.
If anybody can, Pat Cummins can. Thanks for talking to us, Pat.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Well, the cricket season's well and truly underway. Domestic cricket was underway the end of last week, last week actually, when WA hosted Queensland in the Shield Cup before beating them yesterday in one day. But India are coming to town. We'll be able to watch all the summer's cricket with KO Sports. Brendon Julian, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, guys. Great to talk to you at the start of the summer.
Now we're into the season where you're starting to actually do some work, hey?
Hey, don't tell anyone. I've been working really hard in the off-season on my golf.
Okay, what were you doing?
On your golf.
Okay.
What's your handicap down to?
No, terrible. I don't even want to talk about it. It's not even worth talking about it on the radio.
Oh, okay.
BJ,
sorry for bringing it up.
But most of the cricketers out there, because of, I don't know, I guess batting, they are really good cricketers. I know Ricky Ponting, he plays off like almost scratch, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Oh, see, I'm the exception in terms of golf. A lot of the, I suppose, cricketers play because it was always one when you go on tour.
Yep.
When I first went on an Ashes tour, you landed in London, and you got your bag and you got a free set of golf clubs as well, and you had to put all the Forex in the bus, so we didn't have enough room in the van, so we had to get another van for all the cricket gear.
I do like the concept of golf, but I just never have done it.
Well, you can't be outside for that long. You'll combust.
BJ, you would acknowledge this. When you start playing, you get addicted to it. It's an addictive game.
When I was younger, I think year 10, I played in Kalgoorlie, and they had a like every so often a garden shed that would have drinks in it, and then it was an honour system where you just write down,
was no honour.
Write 1 packet of Cheezels and a club soda.
Well, backyard. That's where backyard cricket started. That's where cricket eventually started. You had to play in the backyard, or you couldn't play at all.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And by the way, the WA title was on the weekend, being played in Kalgoorlie, no?
The WA golf.
Well, the greens there are now green.
Yeah.
They never growing up.
They used to be oiled dirt.
We once,
course.
BJ, the golf course in Kalgoorlie, right? We once, Karina Pavey had a party at a house, and then we decided that night, let's just go camping. So we all just grabbed some sleeping bags and stuff and like a tent, and then we just walked into the bush. That we thought we walked deep into the bush. We woke up the next day on one of the golf course holes.
And it's oil.
We're basically on one of the holes. Because it was like indistinguishable to bushland.
Yeah.
The golf course.
I will have to go there next time I'm back home. I never been out there on the golf course.
Oh, really?
But I did watch it on the weekend on KO Sports. So the PGA's got 5 tournaments this summer, so that will be good. But cricket, that's what we're about, right?
We are. And you know what? WA, BJ, got off to a pretty good start winning their Marsh Cup clash against Queensland. In the one-day form, or the short form, we've been dominant. I mean, the Shield form as well, because we're back-to-back-to-back type of scenario. Why do you think we've got ourselves in a really good position?
Well, I think you just got, WA. Look, I got to say, I think this group of players in Western Australia has probably been one of the best it has been for 25 years, no doubt about it. I mean, I can't compare it to the 70s, but it's certainly in the late 80s under Graham Wood, it was very good. But this set is probably the best. But I think they've just got great depth. I mean, you can take players out, get players injured, and then also there's great players to come in and replace them. And, and that's evident where you took guys like Cooper Connolly and Aaron Hardy and these guys that are getting their opportunity for Australian one-day international cricket. So I think what Adam Voges has done over there has done a fantastic job, and they only seem to be getting better and better. And could they go back and win 4 Sheffield Shields in a row? Never been done. That would be quite remarkable.
Now, were you in a team that won it back-to-back, or did you go the three-peat?
No. I did a team that went back-to-back.
Yeah.
Just before when I just started under Graham Wood, they'd won 3 in a row. That was the last time they won it prior to Adam Voges' side here as well. So, they've been dominant. I mean, and I think they've just got a great core of players where they don't change too many. A lot of them stay over there for the Scorchers. They stay there for the Sheffield Shield. And they don't travel too much, which is great.
I tell you what, cricket here in summer, they need medals. The heat that here in WA, especially in WA, it would be the hottest, wouldn't it, conditions in Australia.
Oh, mate, I reckon it is too, yeah. I mean, obviously when we started playing at the Wacky, you get the sea breeze then. But sometimes, as you guys know, over there up the stadium, or Perth Stadium, the heat can get quite oppressive. And I think I'm assuming it's going to be pretty hot for the test match starting up there as well when it kicks off this India series. So, it'll be great for India, but most of the guys won't be used to it because on the East Coast it's been quite mild.
Okay.
So, that'll be a big change for them.
Hey, BJ, have you seen what they're doing at the Wacker? The
renovation?
It's a
I've seen all the construction when I was watching the Shield on Fox. So, there's a bit of work going on.
Yeah, the fact that they're going to there's a permanent pool there that you can go and sit in a pool and watch cricket is unbelievable. How cool would that be to a player to watch just people doing bombies?
Or launch a couple over there.
Yeah. How would that be?
Might have to move the test match back to the Wacker for that, I reckon.
Yeah.
That would be good.
You should get more runs if you can hit a 6 into the pool. Don't you reckon that should be an 8?
There's water slides.
Yeah, what do you do with the ball though? It comes back all soggy.
Yeah, a bit wet.
Oh, you can change them anyway. The balls are changed quite regularly as well. So,
hey, BJ, can we talk about Cameron Bancroft? Is he going to get the call up? Do you reckon he's the best man for that opening job?
Well, look, you're spot on there. I reckon he's been the best performer in the top of the order in Sheffield Shield cricket for the last couple of years. So I'm a big person in believing that if you do the hard work, you get your rewards. I think he will definitely be in the picture. I think he's probably the front runner at the moment. Marcus Harris scoring 100. Look, him missing out in that first Sheffield Shield game in both innings did not help.
No, it didn't.
But Sam Constas over here in New South Wales got 200s. Young guy, looks good. Selectors were watching his game in New South Wales. So these next couple of games in Sheffield Shield cricket will be vital for Cam Bancroft. I think if he gets in there and scores some runs, he could edge over the line. But at this stage, I reckon it's very, very open.
BJ, I don't agree with you at all. I just think that after last year's performance of Cam, who was outstanding the whole season, they had the opportunity to play him in the last summer of cricket. They didn't. They didn't take him to the Ashes on his performance. And I still think it's lingering from Sandpaper Gate, no doubt in my mind.
That's so unfair.
And then seeing the start, which we saw on Thursday when he went into bat, first ball duck out. Next time he faced 3 deliveries and he was out again. That's just one of those excuses where you go, no. He had his chance.
I agree with what you're saying. I think there's a bit of a lingering something in there about Cam Bancroft because basically they put Steve Smith up the order to get Cam Green into the side. Yeah. And that would have been a big blow for any opener out in the country trying to get in for the first time. But look, they wouldn't be going, look, he's missed out the first Shield game, don't worry about it. No. I think he's got enough credits in the bank, but he will have to score some runs leading into that Australia A game. I'm hoping that he plays that game against India. But he's not out of the picture, but I don't think he's a walk-up start right now. But he can certainly get in there.
All right, fingers crossed.
Looking forward to catching up with you as the summer progresses, BJ. Thanks for your time, mate.
Good on you guys.
Bye.
Cheers, thanks, BJ.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.